Hey you guys, you'll become Lucid back here again today for another episode of Nightmare Fuel, the show where I read and review creepypasta, play creepy games, and hunt down creepy gaming Easter eggs. Today, we're talking about Skyrim, the Third Sanctuary, a Skyrim creepypasta. So kick back, relax, and join me for some good old-fashioned Nightmare Fuel. Ah, Christmas. What better time than Christmas to get a brand new Alienware desktop? On Christmas Day, I was pretty happy when I unwrapped an Alienware and Skyrim for PC. After doing all the things my family normally does on Christmas, I immediately, not very immediate is it if you have to wait till after you're done doing family stuff, set up my new computer and installed Skyrim. I torrented a few other games like Sonic Generations and Garry's Mod, etc. Damn pirates. But Skyrim was what I played first. Now, I already owned Skyrim for the Xbox 360, but it didn't have any mods or console commands. So after playing Skyrim for a while, I checked out some mods and found something that looked pretty cool. It was called Skyrim 1-Upped. I liked the name a little, and I saw that I was the 7th person to download it. Seems legit. And that all 6 people before me gave it the highest possible rating. It said it added a lot of new features like more customization options, more attacks, more dialogue, more locations, and other things. Well, what other things? Inquiring minds want to know. You can't leave us hanging, author. So I downloaded it, and nothing was unusual. File size was fine. Nothing looked suspicious. So I don't blame myself for downloading it. There was a .txt file with it, and no, it didn't say anything about death or whatever. It was just a regular text file, stating that the mod required you to start a new save. I did, and I have to say what happened at the beginning was, I repeat was, pretty cool, as it serves as a bit of a mysterious prologue. You start off controlling someone, not your character, talking to a formless voice, inside somewhere completely black. The formless voice was named question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And he asked, "And so, do you forfeit your soul to me?" The 2 dialogue options given to me were no, I won't stop fighting, and yes, yes, just no more. I picked the first one, and the voice responded by halving my health and saying, "I don't have time for this. Give me your soul, or I will take it from you." The 2 options I were given now were, alright, I submit, and I can still fight. I picked the first one. Way to hang tough, author. And then the voice laughed maniacally, and the character's soul was trapped in a soul gem. I saw 6 other people in the soul gem. I'm not sure how you would do that. The same amount of people that had downloaded the game before me. I thought that was either A, a coincidence, or B, an awesome part of the mod that changes with the number of downloads. Because clearly this mod author has absolutely nothing better to do with his life then count downloads and alter the mod accordingly. Good thinking, author. Afterwards, it took me to the beginning of the game, and I got to the customization. The customization options were unbelievable. I'm not going to describe everything in depth, but any type of appearance you may want, you got it. I'm serious. There were at least 100 new hair and eye types each. The mod wasn't lying when it said it added a lot of customization features. Why would a mod lie to you? The mod could gain nothing from this, my friend. I played through the game, and there were some pretty cool differences, like a twin-blade Daedric sword, a few more abandoned buildings, islands outside of Skyrim, and things of that nature. The mod made the game so much more enjoyable, as mods are wont to do. After completing the main questline and Civil War questline, Imperials for the win, I decided to start the Dark Brotherhood questline, and that, as you may have guessed, is where things got creepy. Not as edgy and original as you thought you were, author. I did the quest for Aventus Artino, and after killing Grelod, he said, "Thank you, Rob." It didn't even cross my mind that maybe the game knew my name. I thought that the person who made the mod also modded it, where the game recognizes your character's name and turns it from text to voice, which isn't impossible, because there's an iOS app for that. I told him, no problem, and then slept in a bed and waited for the "we know" message. I then went to sleep again, and then woke up in the abandoned shack, where Astrid said her usual dialogue. I was then forced to kill one of the people, and this creeped me out. The names of the characters were Ben Johnson, Jake Diaz, Lily Adams. All three people I knew in real life. Shocking. Now this could have been done by looking through a Twitter account or something I had linked to Steam, but this couldn't. What is it? I'm so excited. There's so much anticipation. Their voices sounded exactly, and I mean exactly the same as the three people did in real life. Ben sounded like Ben, Jake sounded like Jake, and Lily like Lily. And that's when I WTF'd. This is where you were troll-fisted? Where you wept to be fondled? Where you weren't too frightened? Letters can stand for a lot of things. What they said even matched their personalities perfectly. Oh, so very WTF, author. And so, I was kind of afraid to kill one of them. But as any person in one of these situations would do, I shrugged it all off as coincidence. Less and less original as the story progresses, author. I've never believed in the supernatural, so why start now? I killed Ben for no other reason than I had to pick one of them. I then left with the password to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. I then decided to go to sleep since it was 1 a.m. in real life, not Skyrim. And the next morning, what do you know, on the news I saw Ben Johnson had died. You seem awfully glib about this. My friend died, but you know, whatever, it's cool. It happens, I guess. There was no way it was a coincidence. But I still thought of it as one. Really? You still thought of it as one? Okay. Well, you're kind of stubborn then. Until they showed my best friend's face. They said he had a slash across the face and what looked like a stab through the heart, which was exactly how I killed him in the game. Ooh, spooky. I still think I'm stubborn yet? Yes, I do. I do think you're stubborn and a little stupid, but whatever. Wouldn't even begin to think that it was really caused by this mod. But I wasn't gonna just get on my computer. My best friend died. Did you really expect me to just go on afterward to try and solve the mystery? Well, yes I did. Get out of my head, you freaking mind reader, you. 'Cause that's not logical at all. Let's just ignore it. That seems proper. After a while, the cops started searching for evidence, and all they could find were fingerprints on Ben's body. And then I heard the fingerprints returned no match. I couldn't deny it anymore. Yes, fingerprints. As we all know, author is a fingerprint analyst, so obviously the lack of matching to fingerprints really drove home the point for him. So that's good. That's good. After 2 weeks, I was finally ready to get back on that mod, and I did the rest of the quest line for the Dark Brotherhood. I got to the point where Astra dies, and in the mod, no one else survived. I found a note on Babette's body listing the location of a third sanctuary that can only be accessed through a portal that can be made through the use of magic. I searched through the entire sanctuary and found nothing. I finally found a book called Spell Tome, Mysterious Portal, and it had no description. That's lovely. I wrote a book about this portal. I don't really know what it does or where it goes to, so good luck, everybody. I read the book and got a notification saying I learned the spell. And I then used the spell. Well, obviously. The entire back wall of the sanctuary turned into a portal, and I walked through it. This is where I think I may have died. Well, okay. Not remembering the prologue, I delved into the sanctuary and was greeted by question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. He gave me directions to restore the sanctuary, and if I did so, he would help me perfect the portal spell to take me anywhere I wanted in-game. How could I refuse? Well, no usually does the trick, but, you know. I did what he asked, the usual type of tedious task for this sort of thing, and then a shrine in the center lit up like the sun, and it was there that I finally remembered the prologue. You know why? No, I don't. You should tell me. Because I ended up right where I described in the prologue. Shocking. Only it took place a little before the events there. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, asked me if I wanted to live. I responded yes. He then said, then give me your soul. I responded never, and he then caused me to erupt into flames. So, yep, there you go. He then said, "Don't resist, and I'll stop this." I chose to remain silent. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Then said, "Well then, I think I should get on with this." Very to the point. I like this question mark guy. Afterwards, I couldn't control my character anymore. It was like he was under the control of someone else, and he was. That's what happened in the prologue, when I was controlling someone else at the beginning of the game. I think I was controlling someone else's Skyrim character. So, since I couldn't do anything, I checked the download count of the mod, and it was 2,341. I'm shocked it's not 666. And then I noticed the dialogue was different. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Then said, "Are you going to give your so..." And there was a bit of slowdown, "oh, to me?" I think that the guy controlling me, if there was someone controlling me, was having some computer lag issues. Anyway, this guy was as anxious to get onto the game as I was, so he picked yes, just no more. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark began one of the stereotypical villain laughs, which caused a huge slowdown this time. It still didn't stop him, though. The game then played the same animation it did when I picked yes option, again with slowdown, and the huge pain come over my entire body in real life, obviously, because that's how creepy works. Then what may be the greatest miracle in my entire life ever happened. The game froze. The game froze. Not a shining review for Alienware, but the game froze. So I was then brought back to my desktop. The pain stopped immediately, and as any smart person, well, I'm not going to call you a smart person, but as any smart person in this situation would do, I went to delete the mod from my computer as well as the save file. However, the files were both corrupt. So since I couldn't use them anyway, and I didn't want to either, I deleted the mod and save files. I went to check the news to see if anyone else had had this happen to them, and there were exactly 2,341 confirmed cases of unexplained death in front of a computer nationwide. Remember how many people I said downloaded the mod? 2,341. Wait. If 2,341 people died, and there were 2,341 people who downloaded the mod, then wouldn't that make our author dead? Because he would be counted in the 2,341. So, logically, 2,340 people died, or our author is typing this from the grave. Both are possible, technically. So I think I was very, very lucky. I went to go report the mod immediately, and it was no longer there. Neither was either user who uploaded it. Did you really expect them to be? And so if you've encountered the same thing, please tell me. Although, I doubt you'd be alive to say anything. One more down. This one was good. Tentatively good. I liked it for the most part. Started out pretty different. He didn't get the game from like Game Exchange or a yard sale or some creepy toothless vagrant who eats puppy brains. So that's good. That's a good start. Christmas. That's nice and refreshing. That's good. I like Christmas. What's that? Oh, he also got an Alienware? Well, that's nice. Are his parents L. Ron Hubbard, Oprah, and Jesus by any chance? I will say, it doesn't specify our author's age, but I felt like he was a teenager, and I'm going to stick with that without any supporting evidence whatsoever. So, our teenage author, who was fathered by King Midas with all the common sense of, well, King Midas, gets a sweet gaming setup for Xmas. That's good. What's next? He mods his new game, Skyrim. Alright, so far so good. They have a nice modding community. I mean, there's a lot of kind of 4chan-y crap on there, but it's still good. What mod did he get? I bet it involves My Little Pony. Skyrim 1-Up. What's that? And it's a psychotic serial killer mod that makes you sacrifice your friends. It didn't kill our clever author, though, because he's special, I guess. Wait, why didn't he kill him again? Oh yeah, lag. 'Cause of the lag. This mod is possessed by Satan, and you get spared because some guy that also downloaded the mod was trying to play it on a netbook. I like to think that the most powerful evil entity that exists ever could overclock some RAM. That's all I'm saying. But I guess Beelzebub is not very tech savvy. So could it happen? No. One, we would have heard about this on the news for sure. And two, it's a possessed Skyrim mod that kills people. From a technical standpoint, most of the stuff that happens in the mod is possible to make happen in a mod, but it's still kind of possessed by the devil, so all sense of realism goes out the window right there. At least there wasn't an overusage of blood and gore like you see in some pasta, and he didn't get the game from some obscure, unreliable source, so that's always a plus. All in all, it's a good story, it's entertaining, and that's really what matters here. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of the pasta in the comments section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of me. Stop by the channel for more gaming videos and follow me on Twitter at BecomingLucid. As always, thanks for watching, keep gaming, and stay lucid.